Welcome back, everyone. Today we're making the Suffering Bastard, one of my favorite cocktails. It's an incredibly versatile drink. We'll make it to spec, but this can basically be made with any spirit you can think of. Works great with rum, whiskey, tequila, so on and so forth. And also has a fun backstory, which I'll drop in the comments. But let's dive in and we'll talk more after. Okay, so yeah, that's the Suffering Bastard. Again, it's one of my favorite drinks because I am a bit of a sucker for ginger, but also the fact that it's so versatile. It's kind of a Mr. Potato Head type of cocktail, as they call it at the Death and Co. bar in New York, in the sense that its ingredients can be sort of mixed and matched to make equally compelling drinks. So the original spec is to use gin and brandy, but I've done brandy and rum. I've done just gin or just brandy. I've done just rum, and I've done it with many rums, probably every type of rum I can think of. I've done it with bourbon and with rye, and I've done it with tequila and I believe mezcal. It works great pretty much every time, with two exceptions. It doesn't work great for some reason with 151. I've done it with the Don P 151 and with Hamilton's Demerara 151. Just kind of croaks for some reason, not sure why. But every other rum, it works fantastic. So it's fun for that reason. It's also a great brunch drink. That ginger is the effervescence of the ginger beer itself sort of helps you convalesce, if you will, after a rough night, which coincidentally is sort of the origin for the drink itself. I'll keep the story short for this video's sake, but suffice it to say that in 1942 in Cairo, British soldiers were holed up at a hotel called the Sheppard's Hotel, and were getting ready for a large confrontation with the Nazis the following day. And so they got absolutely wrecked the night before. And I believe it was the bar manager of the hotel, the next morning saw how hungover they were and thought, I have to get these guys to the front lines. So he made a drink with, quote, what he had laying on hand. And that drink was the Suffering Bastard. So kind of a fun story to tell, fun little party trick of sorts, if you will. But let's talk about the ingredients themselves. The first is a London dry gin. Now, technically, what I'm using here is Monopoloa. It's actually Austrian gin, but reads very similar to, Beefeater or Hayman's, that sort of thing. Here in Texas, I'm also a big fan of a brand called Old Highborn, Texas Old Highborn. It's great. I actually really don't think you need to get crazy with gin. There are some nice gins out there, but from my point of view, it's just going to be mixed or stirred into a martini. It does not need to be a $50 gin. I think that's just a waste of time. This retails about $18 a liter, so perfect for my needs. Second is the brandy. This is a Brandy Saint Louis. It's actually a group, I believe she's based here in Austin. Makes fantastic brandy. Retails at a pretty reasonable price. I want to say this is at or around $30 a bottle, so that's not bad at all. And it's just lovely stuff. Just awesome gal. Jen's her name. Give her a follow on Instagram. Great stuff. The next ingredient is lime cordial. You'll notice that this is actually my own lime cordial. It's actually incredibly easy to make. This maybe takes me 5 or 10 minutes total. The only pain in the ass here is the grading of limes. So I'll do probably another video at a different date on how to make your own lime cordial. But the very short, TLDR version is lime zest, citric acid, lime juice, hot water, and sugar. And then you blend it all and strain it. Not bad at all. You could buy Rose's lime cordial, but don't. It's disgusting. It's just not good. Nice thing about this is that it is technically shelf stable, so I don't have to refrigerate it, although I do. And it will keep for eons. So you could make a really big batch of this and hold on to it for a while. Also great for gimlets. So the next ingredient is ginger beer. This is from Central Market here in the Texas area. Fever Tree works just as well. I just like Central Market because I'm a sucker for HEB, and the stuff is kind of got a good gingery kick to it. Some ginger beers are a little bit weaker, so maybe you don't want that. And then the last two things, three I guess. Angostura bitters. I just put them in this dropper again because it's easier to use. Mint. Get this from the store. You saw in the video, I was kind of slapping it against the side of the glass. It's a way to express the mint. You'll often see people, they'll put it in their hand and smack their hand, which also works. I actually learned the glass trick from my brother, Hank. It's a better way to leave the mint oils around the glass and the mint aroma around the glass as opposed to on your hands. So works a little better. And then ice. I just use regular Crescent Moon ice from my fridge. You shake it to sort of pulverize the ice. You're not trying to make crushed ice, but more broken up anyway. And then open pour into the glass. This is a fantastic cocktail. Really enjoy it and make this quite frequently. So I hope you all give it a spin and let me know what you think.